Hi everyone, it's Cynthia Pfeffer, owner and creative consultant at Cozy Barn Signs. Today we're going to talk about some different stain options you have with the stain that comes in your kit. So we're going to go ahead and start with some stain. Because this product is water-based and it's VOC-free, sometimes the natural pigments can settle to the bottom. So you want to just make sure you shake your stain really well or give it a good stir before you start using it. So for our first technique, I'm just going to go ahead and use the foam brush that comes in your kit. You're going to go ahead and dip into the stain and you're just going to drag that stain on. Just keeping it solid, not wiping it off, and you're going to layer it on there. And then you're going to go ahead and let that dry, and you can add as many coats as you want to have the darkness you'd like to achieve. So for example, in the end, your board's going to look like this, a little bit more solid with the stain. Our next technique is going to be this here. I'm going to go ahead and use a dry brush. If you've got a dry paintbrush at home, you're going to go ahead and dip into that stain, and you're just going to lightly brush this on, skipping over some parts to let the wood show through. And in the end, the effect is going to be like this, where you have stain on there, but you're going to go ahead and see the wood through that, and that gives your sign kind of a neat, weathered or antique look, which is very pretty. For our next technique, you're going to go ahead and use a brush again if you have, and I'm going to go ahead and dip into the stain, and you're going to go ahead and do one coat on there. But before you move on to your other boards, you're going to go ahead and grab a paper towel and you're going to wipe this off right away. And what that does is it kind of lightens up your stain and you can see the grain of wood through it. So for example, this would be the effect you would get where you still see the stain color, but then that really pretty grain of wood comes through. So that's always a really nice option. And then for our last option, you're going to go ahead and grab a bowl and you're going to put in half parts water and half parts of your stain. And you're going to go ahead, mix those up really well so that they're really nicely watered down. You're going to brush it onto your board, and it's going to look a little runny because there's water in it. And you're going to do your whole board. Before you go to your next board, right away you're going to grab a paper towel and you're going to wipe this off, so that you get this really, really pretty light washed look to your board. So this is a great option if you really don't want a dark color or a lot of color, but you still want to have a tint of that color. So that'll go ahead and give you just a nice washed, weathered look. To learn more about Cozy Barn Signs or to purchase your own kit, visit my website at cozybarn.com, and you can make your own sign that is made with love and made by you.